Hey guys, we're with Danny and his Abyss Actors deck profile. New deck just got released in Destiny Soldiers. And it's Silvio's Sawatari, what's the name again? Shingo
Sawatari and Silvio.
And it's finally released after a long wait.
It's been a while, and it took them ages to even just show it in the anime.
Yeah.
Because they just teased it for ages and then never bothered.
And it says that it's themed about acting and stuff and like stage plays with the scripts and
I actually really like the theme, I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah. I'm hoping they get a few more monsters.
Yeah, they are getting some more in the next couple of sets. And
awesome for scripts.
Yeah, how are you finding the...
I'm personally enjoying the deck. I like the theme, it's one of those decks I'll play regardless. I just really like it.
Yeah, it's one of those interesting pendulum decks you can use.
It's the only pendulum deck I'll play, so...
Alright, so are we ready to do this?
Yes. Right, let's go. So, 3 Funky Comedian.
Yep.
Okay Pendulum Scale Effect, trip one off, pump up an Abyss Actor and Pendulum Summon it. On-field effect's pretty garbage, so don't bother using it on the field. 8 scale, high scale, only other one we want to use, so...
It's a very good high scale.
Good target for a lore.
Yep.
3 extras. Lets you sack yourself off to put a pendulum scale from your deck, avoids anti-spell fragrance. You can put it in the scale if they've got a monster, then special summon it so you don't have to normal summon and then do the effect. Can only special summon Abyss Acts after using it, but that's not a problem. Good 1 scale, also nice as lore target if you've got a full scale already. My favourite card, Sassy Rookie.
Sassy Rookie.
Keeps your shit from dying, which is nice. Stops Bottomless and other destruction effects like Mirror Force, whilst in the Pendulum Scale. If it's popped in the Pendulum Scale, you get to pop one of their monsters level 4 or lower. It can't be destroyed once per turn, and if it does die, you get to float out an Abyss Actor level 4 or lower. So very good, strong card. Nice 2 scale, good card.
Saves your cards as well.
3 Leading Lady. Battle damage based effects, which are nice, lets you get extras back from the Pendulum deck if you take damage, basically 100, so any sort of damage. Pendulum Scale effects are right, lets you set an Abyss. You get when it dies on the monster field, you get to set an Abyss script from deck, and I believe on the scale you also get to get one from grave, which is nice.
Alright.
So that's a good, and again level 4 Dark, good for lore target, rank 4 plays easy. Wild Hope, it's a floater, so you get a monster to hand. If it pops in the Pendulum Scale or on the monster zone, and then you can pump it up by 100 for every other Abyss Actor, so if you get this and a few others,
different names.
Becomes 2/1, so that's good. Just a nice Pendulum Scale to have. Makes the other Pendulum Scale level 9, so you can Pendulum Summon stuff like Evil Heal quite easy. Don't play Evil Heal, but with the other scales I do play Evil Heal because he's a very strong card to play, but at the moment I wouldn't bother playing him because you don't really want to see this guy too much.
Alright.
3 Superstar, current boss monster of the deck, search out an Abyss script, pretty hench, level 7, rank 7 plays, bring it back every turn, obviously very strong. When it's normal or special, they can't respond with stuff like Bottomless or Floodgate, so very nice, and he also helps with some of the script cards, so they can't respond. And finally, play 2 Maxi because draws are good, so this last monster.
2 Maxis.
Spells. Triple Allure of Darkness because everything's a dark monster apart from Maxi, so if you get like dead extras or the 8 scale in your hand that you don't particularly want, it's just 2 cards from your deck for free to set down onto the field. So nice at 3, definitely want to play any of those.
Good draw power.
I did play Twin Twisters, but I found that Mystical Space Typhoon was ultimately better. Don't really want any of your Pendulum monsters going to the grave because you can't really do anything with them. So, 2 MST, nice card, just pops your Baron's Bat Row, stops you from getting solemned if you hit the right cards.
Hit anti-spell.
Hit anti-spell when they chain it, so considering bumping it up to 3, but for the time being I like it at 2.
That's fair.
We played 1 Ignite Reload. I cut it down from 3 because it bricked a little. If you only draw 1 monster in this, you've got a potential chance of drawing cards to get you into monsters or more monsters. So, and it's a quick play, so you can just chain it whenever you want, but afterwards you can't draw cards from the deck other than with this card, so
you can't use a lore.
So you want to lore first, then do this, but other than that, it's alright 1. I like seeing it.
Just the 1, alright.
Raigeki, not really need to. I'm actually thinking of cutting this.
Really?
Because of the Abyss script I'm about to show next, the Abyss script of...
You play
Rise
of this Abyss.
Rise of the King. This card sort of feels irrelevant, and I might consider putting another spell card in, replacing it. But for the time being, this is in.
So what does this mean?
For every face-up tap position Abyss Actor monster you control, you can pop that number of face-up cards on the field, and if they've got a level 7 or higher monster, level 7 Abyss Actor monster, they can't respond to the activation of this card with any effect. So that includes if you pop their stuff, they can't I believe they can't activate it afterwards because
anything.
Wizzy Heart Resolve.
That's really strong.
Whilst it's set, if it's popped by Twin Twisters or MST, you can add 2 Abyss Actor cards or Abyss Script card from deck to hand.
So it's good for MST.
It's nice for setting as well. The main card you want to draw into because the rest of them are okay, but this one is the one that helps you pay for the game.
It just searches for your pieces.
Play 1 Opening Ceremony, gives you 500 for each Abyss Actor, and if they pop it whilst it's set, you draw till you got 5 cards. And then, of course, with these, you have to have an Abyss Actor monster in your extra deck, but again, with stuff like extras, it's not a problem to put a level 1 there you never really use. So it's super easy, and 1 copy of a Dragon's Lair, Fire Dragon's Lair.
What does this one do?
You can target an Abyss Actor monster you control, usually Superstar, and then when it kills a monster by battle, your opponent banishes 3 monsters from their extra decks of their choice. Now, obviously, they're going to pick 3 that won't do much to you, but it's still 3 monsters out of their extra deck. Like, if you can get a potential, like, a few of these off, or because with adding it back from the grave, you can recycle it, you can banish their entire extra deck if you get lucky. But again, I only play 1. The set effect is, if it's popped by like a Twin Twister or an MST, you can take 1 card out of your opponent's extra deck and banish it. You get to choose it.
Choose it, yeah.
So with this one, 3 of your opponent's choice or 1 of your choice. So
interesting.
I like this one, but we need to find a way to make them pop your back row, because being able to draw until you got 5 cards in hand is pretty busted.
No one's going to, unless they didn't know it.
If your opponent plays MST, there's a card in the extra deck which you can use to basically give yourself 5 cards in hand. For the traps,
so that's all the Abyss Scripts and spells.
I play 2 copies of Quake and Mirror Force because people aren't going to pop your set cards because you got these. And they don't want to give you 5 cards, or they don't want to let you banish a monster, or they don't want to give you +2. So you can play stupid back row and they won't pop it because they're scared of giving you advantage. So Quake and Mirror Force is a must.
Unless if they have bowls, then MST.
We play 2 Solemn Strike and Solemn Warning. Obviously, with the opening ceremony, you can gain life points back to use these card effects, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's quite useful actually.
And then we play 3 of the Abyss Actors Backstage.
3 of this one. What's this one?
This lets you, if you have a Pendulum Scale set, you can put 2 in of 2 Abyss Actor Scales from your deck to your extra deck. So basically, it lets you fuel your extra deck for Pendulum Summoning.
For the next turn.
Yes, for next turn. You have to play it this at 3 because at the end of the day, if you've got 2 scales up, you get to adding Superstar or other cards you want to put there straight away instead of just relying on drawing them. I like it at 3 and I wouldn't cut it from anyway.
It's also an Abyss Actor card.
It's also an Abyss Actor card, so you can search it off Wild Hope and the Abyss one that's lets you add on, the Rise of the Abyss. That lets you add this to hand.
Alright. Interesting.
The extra deck.
That's the whole deck.
I believe it's only 13 cards at the moment, but I would play things like just generic rank 4s, like Ragnar 0.
Because you can only really go to rank 4s.
You can only really go to rank 4s or rank 7s.
Or 7s, of course,
So for the rank 7s, play Big Eye and Flare Metal. I would play Draker's Lack, but I don't have one, so that would probably fill out the rank 7s.
Okay.
You don't really go into the extra deck a lot because your monsters just rely on them, really.
You want them to go to the extra deck.
You want them to go to the extra deck. We play 1 Castell for obviously spinning stuff. 1 Abyss Dweller for negating graveyard effects. 1 Cowboy. This was the card I was talking about earlier. Cairngorn. If they play MST and you have this on board, you can make them target your back row, and then you can draw until you have 5. Obviously not a combo you can do all the time, but it can happen, so it's nice to see. 1 Master Key Beetle, protecting your scales. Very good card again.
They're all darks.
Because they're all darks as well, so you can always make this pretty easy. A Dark Rebellion Exceed Dragon. Again, I'm just throwing in generic rank 4s. I hardly ever go into them, but it's a good card to just push someone over. Because we don't really have many attack increasing effects ourselves, so... 1 Rhapsody Berserk again. Graveyard removal, generic rank 4. Silent on a Zark Knight, because... Again, generic rank 4. Diamond Direwolf, because you want to pop stuff. And then Utopia and Lightning to finish off the extra deck. I would play Ragnar 0 as well, just to make sure you can get 15.
That's 15. Alright, so anything else about this deck?
The next 2 Pendulum Scales to come out for it are really good, so I'd consider getting the deck in, and then...
That's the high scale as well, isn't it?
The Dandy Sporting Actor is also an 8 scale, and he's a lot better than the Funky Comedian. I'd probably cut the Funky Comedian down to 1 and play 2 of the Dandy Sporting Actor. And then Twinkle Star comes out in the Dimension box in the OCG, which is a long time away.
I don't think we're getting it for a long while.
But that is a generic. That's a 9 scale. You can only special with Abyss Actors, and it can make stuff do a 2nd and 3rd attack, which is amazing with Evil Heal.
That's really strong.
And I don't play Evil Heal at the moment because he's a 1 scale, and
it's the
last thing you lack is a 1 scale. So But other than that, I've enjoyed playing the deck so far, and I can't wait to carry on playing it.
Yeah, it's nice seeing like we're getting your support for this as well in the future.
Exactly.
Something to look forward to if you're building the deck. And it's also like I saw in the deck. There's also allure and stuff, which is in the same set.
Exactly. So it's like you can quite easy to build it straight away from getting the Destiny Soldiers.
Yeah. And the extra deck. How often do you go to the extra deck?
Not a lot, unless they've got a problem card I can't really deal with in the main deck, which is quite rare, honestly. I think I won a game earlier with Lightning, but that was because I knew I couldn't output enough damage in one attack to kill them. But if I made a Lightning, I could, and I've got 4 level 4s on board.
Okay.
And of course, obviously with this, you shouldn't be afraid to go into rank 4s or rank 7s when you can just fill your extra deck.
Yeah, just do it.
So as long as you have this, you're sort of fine with that.
Okay, so that's the Abyss Actors deck profile by Danny. Anything else before we go?
Amazon S support, I need it.
I know, reference to the mat, yeah. Okay, cheers Danny.
No worries.